Good morning and welcome to Strength and Balance. My name is Hannah and I'm a senior fitness instructor with Stonebridge Community Services. Today our workout is going to be full body. We're going to use our weights. You can choose the size that feels most appropriate for you today. The size I think is going to be the good one for me. Use some evenly weighted objects from around your house if that feels like a better option. Or you can use no weights at all if that's what's right for you. This morning, we're going to use the timer. So that's going to help guide us through this full body workout. 8 exercises. We're going to go through each one 3 times for 30 seconds at a time. We'll take breaks. A short break in between each set and a longer break in between each exercise. For the balance part of the class, you'll want to have space to stand close to some kind of support. I always use the wall. You could use a chair, table, back of the sofa, island, kitchen counter, something that's sturdy that you can use to support yourself to keep safe. And then we'll have a little stretch and we will be done in about 40 or so minutes. So we'll warm up to begin with. Let's make sure we have some water handy so that we can keep ourselves well hydrated through the class. So let's come up to feet, we'll warm up and then we will get right into the work. So standing up nice and tall. Let's march on the spot to begin with. Lifting those feet right up, arms moving forwards and backwards. Let's take a nice deep breath, a big inhale and exhale. Deep breath in and out. Reach your hands up. Slowly lower down. Good, let's pull those shoulders up towards our ears. Relax them down, lift those shoulders and lower. Good, pull those shoulders up and down. Let's lift and lower. Good, let's roll our shoulders, nice big circles. And let's roll in the other direction, roll the shoulders forwards. Good, let's bring those arms out to the side, little circles here. And let's go back the other way. Good, let's bend at the elbow, bring those hands in and out. Hands in and out. Hands in and out. Hands in and out. And again, hands in and out. Let's hold those hands like a goalpost. In and out. Hands and elbows towards each other and out. Hands in and out. In and out. Let's pivot, lower those hands down and up, down and up, down and up, and again down and up. Let's lift those hands up and lower, down, up and down, up and down, and relax those arms. Good, let's tap our toes forwards, marching those arms. Good, and tap those toes to the sides. Good, let's dig those heels forwards. And dig those heels to the sides. Good, let's take one foot, tap your toe and your heel. Toe and heel. Toe and heel. Toe and heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, and heel. Let's switch to the other side. Tap your toe and heel, toe, and heel, toe, and heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, and heel. Good. Let's bring those feet together. We're going to tap our toes. We'll wiggle our fingers. And let's tap our fingers to our thumb and tap our heels. Good. We're going to tap toes on both feet. And let's circle our wrists. Good. Let's tap our heels, circle those wrists the other way. Good. Let's have a hand on the chair or some kind of support here. We're going to swing one leg forwards and backwards. Good. Let's switch to the other side. Swing that leg forwards and back. Let's go to that first side. We're going to take that leg out to the side and swing across in front of your body. Good. Standing up nice and tall. Let's switch to the other side. Leg out to the side and across. Good. And feet on the floor. Excellent. We're going to start our timer. We're going to hold one weight. We're going to do a squat. We're going to hold the weight in one hand at your shoulder. We'll squat as we stand up. We're going to push that hand up. In the second round, we're going to switch the weight to the other hand. I'm going to start on my left side. Okay, let's pick that weight up in your left hand. Hold at your left shoulder. Feet hip width into that squat as we stand up. Push that weight up overhead. Nice and slowly. On the way down, we inhale as we come down. Exhale as you push up. Good, nice and slowly. Good, let's switch sides. Weight in your right hand this time. Here we go. Inhale, sink down. Exhale to push up. Think about keeping the weight in your heels. Nice and slowly down. Good, couple more. Good. 10 seconds, excellent. This time I'm just going to hold the weight at the center of my chest. I'm going to hold the ends here. So I'm going to hold it with both hands. And I'm just going to hold it still. Good. Tall through your chest. Weight in your heels as you sink down. Breathing out as you stand. Five more seconds. Good. Excellent. And grab a drink here. Next exercise, one weight. We're doing a tricep movement. I'm going to hold the weight in my left hand. I'm going to take my right foot, step it forwards, bend that front knee, hinge over, hinge forwards at the hip here. I'm going to curl up, and then I'm going to straighten my arm, lift back behind me, and then repeat that. So we still have 10 seconds here. All right, let's get into position. Bend that right knee, weight in your left hand. I'm hinging forward at the hips. That means my upper body is that little bit of an incline here. Curl that weight up and lift behind me. Inhale and exhale. Good, nice deep breaths. Good. And let's switch to the other side. Weights in my right hand. My left foot is forward. That knee is bent. Hinge forward at the hips a little bit here. Curl and lift. Good, nice deep breaths. Inhale as you pick up. Exhale as you lift that weight behind you. Good, 10 seconds. Grab that second weight. We're going to have a weight in each hand and we'll alternate. So feet hip width apart, knees soft. Let's hinge forward a little bit. And we'll do one hand and then the other. Good, nice and slowly. Good, couple more seconds. Good, let's pop the weights down. All right, one weight again. Going to hold that weight in my right hand, hold it up at my right shoulder. My left hand is down. I'm going to lower. It's one hand. I'm lowering as if I was reaching into like a deep pocket here. And I want to keep this weight in my hand right up here at my shoulder. The second round, we'll switch to the other side. Here we go, up here at your right shoulder. Let's reach down with the left hand. Good. Inhale as you lower. Exhale back to center. I want to take this slowly. You're weighting kind of the top half of your body, so you don't want to be, you want to keep that hinge to the side here quite slowly because you're a little bit heavier at the top than you are without this weight. Good, 10 seconds. Take that weight now, switch it into your left hand, and you're going to hold it at your left shoulder. The right arm is down at your side. Inhale, lower. Good. Nice and slowly down. Exhale, come up. Good. Relax that arm. I want you to pick up the second weight. Let's hold a weight in each hand, down at our sides. We're going to do that same shoulder lowering movement or that hand lowering. We're going to alternate from one side to the other. Moving nice and slowly, because now this hand that's moving is weighted, makes that a little bit more difficult. Good, deep breaths. Excellent. Put the weights down for a second. Grab a drink here if you want to. Our next exercise, we will have a weight in each hand. We're going to stand up nice and tall. We're going to march on the spot. Think about pulling that belly button in towards your spine, lifting those feet up nice and high. A weight will be in each hand. I just put them down for a second while I demonstrated. So we're marching tall chest. Engage those core muscles. And we'll do that for 3 rounds. So grab your weights. One in each hand. Standing up nice and tall. Let's march on the spot. Shoulders nice and relaxed. We're not trying to march too fast. We want to think about putting those weights into, putting your feet down in the same spot that you picked them up from. Good, 10 seconds. Let's try that again. Here we go, 30 seconds. Good, relax through the shoulders. Deep breaths. Great, 10 seconds. Pop the weights down if you need to for just a moment. And then we'll do this one more time. Here we go. Good, nice deep breaths. Pull those knees up. Relax through those shoulders. Relax your hands. Yeah, 45 seconds. Relax your hands. I just meant you didn't want to have like this hardest grip ever. Relax your hands is maybe not the best thing to say when you're holding weights. I didn't want you to let go of your weights, but no, a loose but a loose grip, a relaxed grip. All right, we're going to work at the wall for the next 2. We're going to use the wall as kind of our piece of equipment. Let me turn the camera so you can see the wall. We're going to do some push-ups here to begin with. So arms out in front, hands are about shoulder height. I'm going to take a step away, and now I'm at an incline to the wall. I'm going to inhale, come towards the wall, exhale to push away. So we're on 30 seconds now. So let's keep going. Inhale, exhale, push away. Nice and slowly towards the wall. A little bit quicker as we push. Good, nice and slowly. Excellent. 10 seconds here. Let's do that 2 more times. Hands, shoulder height. Inhale and exhale. Nice and slowly towards the wall. Breathing out as you push away. Think about a nice straight line from your tailbone all the way up to your head. I'm looking at a spot in between my hands. I'm not looking at the floor. And I'm not looking up at the ceiling. Good. 10 seconds. And we'll do that one more time. Here we go. Hands in position. Those hands are level with your shoulders. Big inhale towards the wall. Exhale away. Good, a few more seconds, less than 10. Good. Excellent. Those arms. Relax those arms. Alrighty, we're going to do one more at the wall here. Arms out at shoulder height again. And again, we want to be at that little incline here. We're going to work on our mountain climbers. So we're driving our knees up towards our chest. You can choose your speed here. I'll take a break for a moment. All right, here we go. Arms, shoulder height. Let's drive those knees up nice and high. Good, nice deep breaths. Thinking about that nice flat back and that straight line through your spine. Good. 10 seconds, and we'll repeat. Good, here we go. Good. Breathing deeply. Drive those knees up nice and high. Looking at that spot in between your hands. Good. 10 seconds, and we'll repeat one more time. Good, here we go again. Good, less than 10 seconds. Nice deep breaths, keep driving those knees up. Excellent. 45 seconds. Have a drink if you need it here. And then we're going to do some heel raises. So I'm going to take a weight in each hand, one in each hand, up at my shoulders. I'm going to push myself up onto tiptoes, slowly lower my heels to the floor. Good, just like that. Good. All right, ready? 3 rounds of these. Weights up at our shoulders, feet hip width, push up onto tiptoes, lower those heels. Good. Nice and slowly on the way down. We want to stand up really tall. Keep looking ahead. Good. Breathing out as you come up onto tiptoe. Breathing in as you lower. Good. 10 seconds. Good. Let's do this again. Second round. Think about engaging those core muscles, so pulling that belly button in towards your spine. Good, nice deep breaths. Good, 10 seconds. And we'll repeat this again. Great, lift those weights up onto tiptoes, slowly lower. Good, breathing out as you come up. Big inhale as you lower down. Breathe and relax this waist. Good, one last exercise here. We're doing a combination. It's a side lunge and a bicep curl. So I've got that weight in my hand, so my right hand. My right leg's going to be the one that moves. So I'm going to step my right foot out into this lunge, sink down. As I did that, I picked that hand up. So it's hard to see with that sun. I'll show you the other way. If I was doing it on the left to begin, which we can, I can do it on the left, doesn't matter. We'll switch. Step to the left, pick that hand up into a bicep curl and lower down. Here we go. Inhale, exhale to stand. We want to be nice and slow. The amount that you bend this knee is up to you. You know what you can tolerate. Probably time for one more. Good. Switch the weight into the other hand. We'll do the same thing this way. Stepping into that side lunge and a little bicep curl at the same time. Good. Breathing out as you stand. Good. 10 seconds. For this last round, we're going to alternate sides, which is a little bit more awkward because I'm trying to stay on the mat, but we can do it. We'll be a little bit slower. So up, and then I have to step. Good. I'll try and stay in the middle of the mat. Great. Nice and slowly. Very good. Pop the weight down. Perfect. Great. Everybody, good. Strength is all done. We're going to work on our balance. Let's make sure we're close to support furniture. While we're working on that, we're going to stand to begin with our feet one in front of the other. Heel to toe if we can. Knees nice and soft. Standing up tall, shoulders are relaxed. We're looking forwards. Making sure our feet are nice and relaxed. Weight even between both feet. Let's take one hand up to the ceiling. And the other. Let's bring arms out to the sides. Reach one forwards, one backwards. And let's go the other way, one forwards, one backwards. And back to center, relax the arms. Let's switch our feet around. One in front of the other. Knees nice and soft. Good. Arms out to the sides. And let's airplane. One hand up, one hand down. Good, nice and slowly. Excellent. And let's relax those arms, step those feet out of that position. Good. We're going to move around a little bit. So we're keeping that heel and toe. We're going to tightrope. So moving forwards and backwards. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. We're looking ahead. Arms relaxed at your sides. Let's try not to look at our feet too much. Good. Nice and slowly. I want to think about moving in a nice straight line. I'm thinking about 3 steps, but you can take more depending on your space. I just want to stay in range of the camera. So a few steps forwards, a few steps backwards. Can you turn and look to the right while still moving forwards and backwards? Can you turn and look to the left? And let's come back to center. Good, excellent. We're going to reach our arms up in a Y shape. Let's stand on the right foot, raise the left. We'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Onto the left foot, raise the right and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Let's stand on our right foot now. We're going to tap the left heel forwards. We're going to stand up tall and look ahead. We're going to find something that isn't moving. Focus your eyes on it. That right foot should be relaxed and that knee nice and soft. And then let's take this left heel up off the floor, just a tiny bit. We'll hold like this for 5. No, sorry, we're not going to count yet. Can ignore that. We're going to hold it for a bit. Let's reach one hand forwards. If you can, let's take that second hand forwards, and then we'll count for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet on the floor. Let's stand on the left foot and tap the right heel forward. Left foot nice and relaxed, knees soft. Looking ahead, we're finding something to look at. Isn't moving. Let's reach one hand forwards. Take that heel up off the floor. If you can, let's take that second hand up and we'll hold like this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And feet on the floor. Excellent. Alrighty. We're going to side step our feet here, side to side, nice and slowly. We're going to bring our arms out to the sides. And we're going to lift one foot, lift from your knee and pause for a moment, and we'll step and lift. Step and lift. Step and lift. Good, nice and slow. Making sure you really relax the foot that's on the floor once you lift the other. The higher you lift the knee, the more difficult this will be. Good, feet on the floor, excellent. We'll do another one here. We're going to stand on one foot. Let's stand on our right foot to begin with, and we'll lift the left. Just hold that foot where it feels comfortable. We're going to look forward and we're going to find something to focus on that isn't moving. Good, we're going to look up to the ceiling. Down to the floor. Over to the right. And to the left. Good, and let's switch to the other side. Standing on the left foot, let's raise the right. And we'll look forwards and hold. Find something that isn't moving to focus your eyes on here. Good, let's look to the left. And to the right. Down to the floor. And to the ceiling. Good, back to me. And feet on the floor. Excellent. And we'll do one more here. We're going to stand with our feet a little bit wider than hip width. We'll shift our weight from one foot to the other. Nice and slowly. Good, I'm going to take one hand and I'm going to reach in the direction that I'm shifting my weight. So I'm pushing a little more weight into that one foot. We're keeping our feet on the floor to begin with. Good, we're going to reach across our body now, so reaching with the opposite hand. Good, relax those arms when we're stepping, lifting our feet up. Good, as you step onto your right foot, raise the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Onto the left foot, raise the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Feet on the ground. Excellent. Time for us to stretch. So we're going to reach one hand forward and then bring it across your body and hold it here. Feel that nice stretch through your upper body, your shoulder, your upper arm. Good. Take some nice deep breaths. Let's switch to the other side. Reach forward, arm across your body and hold. Good. Let's relax this arm. We're going to reach one hand forward, hold your fingers, and let's pull back just a little bit. Feel that stretch through your wrist and your forearm. Good. Let's switch to the other side. Reach forward and pull back on those fingers, just gently, just a little bit. Good. Relax this arm and let's have a seat. We're going to sit in the front of our chair. Stretch one leg out, heel on the floor, toe to the ceiling, and let's hinge forward at the hip. Feel that nice stretch through the back of your leg here. Good. Let's switch to the other side. Heel to the floor, toe to the ceiling, and hinge forwards. Good. Let's sit up. I'm going to sit with my feet nice and wide. Take that right arm up to the ceiling. I'm going to hinge at the hip over to the left. Feel that big stretch through the right side of my body. Good. Let's sit up. Relax this arm. Reach that left hand up to the ceiling. Hinge over to the right. Feel that nice stretch. Pull through the right side of your body. Good. Let's sit up. Relax this arm. We'll bring our feet together. We're going to stand. Reach those arms behind you. Reach for the back of the room. And take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Wrap those arms around you. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. A pat on the back. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for coming to class today. I'll see you on Friday. This week it's me on Friday. So see you then.